There is someone right now in this very moment whose heart begins to beat a little faster every single time your image enters his mind. You may not fully recognize it yet. You may not clearly understand how deep the feelings are that he carries within his soul when your name quietly passes through his thoughts. But I want you to know something important, something the heavens have been waiting for the right time to gently reveal to you. This man, this one specific soul who keeps appearing in your thoughts, in your dreams, and in those quiet spaces of your heart where you sometimes wonder if real love will ever truly find you. He is deeply, sincerely, and completely in love with you. And before you scroll away, before you tell yourself that this message could never be meant for someone like you, I need you to pause. I need you to stay right here with me, because what is about to unfold in this message carries a weight that you may not yet fully understand. The universe does not make mistakes. The divine orchestration that guided you to this exact message at this exact time, on this exact day, is not coincidence. You were led here because there is a truth that has remained hidden from your awareness, a truth about love, about connection, and about a man whose feelings for you run far deeper than any ocean you have ever imagined. But this is where things become delicate. This is where the angels want me to speak slowly, carefully, and gently, using the wisdom that heaven has allowed me to share. There is something complicated here. There is a deeper layer to this situation that has prevented this love from fully blooming into what it is meant to become. And by the time you finish listening to every word of this message, you will finally understand what has been blocking this beautiful connection from fully manifesting in the physical world. You have felt it, haven't you? There have been moments when you sensed something shifting in the air whenever this person was near. There have been glances that lasted just a second longer than they needed to. Conversations that felt heavier, richer, and more meaningful than the words alone could explain. You have found yourself lying awake at night, resting in the stillness of your room, wondering whether what you were feeling was real or simply a creation of your imagination. Let me put that question to rest for you right now. What you have been sensing is real. The connection you have been picking up on is not your mind playing tricks on you. Your spirit has been recognizing something that your logical mind has been trying to dismiss. And the angels want you to know that your intuition has been right all along. This man carries feelings for you that even he struggles to fully understand. There are moments when the intensity of his emotions surprises him. This was not planned. He did not wake up one morning and decide to fall in love with you. It happened naturally, quietly and steadily, like the sun rising over the horizon without anyone needing to command it to appear. You entered his awareness in a way that changed something deep inside him, and since that moment, he has been holding a flame in his heart that refuses to go out, no matter how much life and circumstances have tried to dim it. But before we go any further, there is something important you need to understand. The complication between you and this man is not a sign that this connection is wrong. It is not proof that you are not meant to be together. Many people believe that true love should come easily, without obstacles, without uncertainty, and without any reason to question its path. But divine love, the kind of love that is guided by heaven, often arrives with complexity. It comes protected, it comes refined, it comes tested to see whether both souls are truly ready to receive the blessing that awaits them. The angels have been watching you for a long time. They have seen the prayers you whispered during moments of loneliness. They have witnessed the tears you cried when you believed no one noticed your pain. They have observed the way you loved others, often giving more than you received, often staying longer than you should have, often believing in people even when they did not believe in themselves. Through all of this, heaven has been preparing you for something greater. Your heart has been shaped, softened, and strengthened. Your ability to receive love has been deepened so that when real love arrives, you are able to recognize it and hold it. This man, the one being spoken of here, is part of that divine preparation. But the complication must be understood. The barrier must be seen clearly before it can be removed. What I'm sharing with you is not light information. This is not surface-level encouragement meant to make you feel good for a brief moment before you return to your routine. This is a spiritual message designed specifically for your soul at this exact point in your journey. Every word from here onward is meant to unlock something within you, to shift your perspective, and to open doors that have remained closed for far too long. As you receive this message, I want you to do something meaningful. I want you to type the words, "I am ready," in the comments below. By doing this, you are making a declaration to the universe that you are prepared to receive the truth about your love life, even if it feels complicated on the surface. Before we continue, I would deeply appreciate it if you could take a moment to support this message. By pressing the HYP button beside the Super Thanks option, you are not only supporting this channel, but also helping divine guidance reach others who need it. If you feel called, leaving a super thanks is a powerful way to support the continued sharing of these messages. Your kindness allows this space to continue spreading divine wisdom and light. This small act of faith opens an energetic doorway for divine movement in your life. May you be blessed for your generosity. The divine realm has been working behind the scenes of your life in ways you cannot see with physical eyes. Spiritual movements are happening around you constantly. Angels are carrying out assignments connected directly to your destiny and happiness. This message today is one of those assignments being fulfilled. You did not find this message by accident. You were guided here because it is time for you to see the full picture of what is unfolding between you and this man. It is time for confusion to fade and clarity to take its place. It is time for doubt to dissolve and certainty to rise. Welcome, beautiful soul, to this angelic whisper space. If this is your first time finding your way here, know that you have discovered something that can change how you understand your life and spiritual path. Here, messages from the divine are shared, guidance flowing from angelic beings assigned to support you through the complexities of your human experience. We speak of love, purpose, healing, and the destiny that awaits you when you align with divine timing. If your heart is already resonating, if something within you is confirming that this message was meant just for you, then I encourage you to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss another message meant to find you at the perfect moment. Millions have already joined this spiritual family, and the transformations that have emerged from this community continue to be nothing short of extraordinary. People have experienced healing they once believed was impossible for them. Broken relationships have found their way back to peace. Lost direction has turned into clear purpose. And love, real, gentle, and sincere love, has finally entered the lives of those who positioned themselves to receive it. When you subscribe and turn on notifications, you are not simply pressing a button. You are making a spiritual agreement that you are ready for deeper divine guidance in your life. You are telling the universe that your heart is open, that you are willing to receive messages meant to lift your soul and draw you closer to everything you have been quietly praying for. Now let us move deeper into this message about the man who loves you and the complication that stands between you. Take a slow breath right now. Allow your shoulders to relax. Let go of any tightness you may be holding in your body. This is a safe space where truth is shared with care and compassion, and I need you to be fully present to receive what the angels have prepared for you. The man I'm speaking of never expected to develop feelings for you. There was likely a time when he tried to convince himself that what he felt was nothing more than respect or simple friendship. He created explanations to make sense of the way his heart reacted whenever you were near. But the heart does not lie, and the soul cannot be tricked. No matter how many logical stories he told himself, the truth stayed the same. He loves you, not in a light or temporary way, but in a way that has shifted something deep within him and changed the direction of his inner world. You may be wondering how you can know for sure that this message is about the person you are thinking of. Let me speak to that clearly. The divine communicates through resonance. When a message is meant for you, your spirit recognizes it immediately. There is a quiet knowing that rises inside you, beyond logic or reason. If a face keeps appearing in your mind as I speak, if a name keeps echoing softly in your heart, trust that confirmation. The angels would not guide you here to confuse you. You would not be hearing this if it were not connected to your real life. Now we must talk about the complication. And I want you to understand that what I'm about to share does not mean this situation is hopeless. Complications are not the same as impossibilities. They are challenges that require patience, awareness, and divine support. The complication between you and this man is rooted in fear, but not the kind you may first assume. This is not simply fear of commitment or fear of love itself. This is a deeper fear, shaped by experiences he has never fully shared, perhaps not even with himself during honest moments. This man has been hurt before. He carries emotional scars from past relationships or life situations that taught him to guard his heart. There was a time, maybe long ago or maybe not so distant, when he allowed himself to be vulnerable, and that openness led to pain. It may have been rejection, betrayal, or the slow realization that someone he loved was never capable of valuing his heart. Whatever the details, the result was the same. He built a wall to protect himself. What makes your situation different is this. You, without effort, found your way past that wall. Your presence, your energy, the way your spirit carries itself slipped through his defenses in a way that shocked him. He never saw it coming. He was not ready for someone like you to enter his life and awaken feelings he believed were gone forever. Yet the complication remains. Even though his heart is drawn to you, even though his soul recognizes your importance, his mind is still trying to shield him from being hurt again. There is a quiet battle happening inside him. His heart moves toward you, while his thoughts send warning signals, reminding him of past disappointments and broken trust. Please hear this clearly. This is not about you. It is not because you lack something. It is not because you are unworthy. This has nothing to do with your value. It is about his healing journey, his process of learning how to trust love again. The beautiful truth the angels have revealed is that you are part of that healing. Your presence in his life is not an accident. You arrived as an answer to prayers he may have spoken long ago, prayers for real love, prayers for someone who would see him beyond the walls he built. If these words are touching something deep inside you, if you feel this truth settling into your spirit, take a moment to like this message. That simple action is more than support. It is you choosing to participate in this divine moment. It is you saying yes to the guidance being offered to you right now. Scripture reminds us that love unfolds in seasons. In Ecclesiastes, we are told that there is a time for everything under heaven. This includes your love story. Divine timing is working here, even if it feels slow or unclear. The complication you are facing is not proof that this love will fail. It is a sign that certain pieces still need to align before the blessing can fully arrive. The man who loves you needs time, not distance from you, but time to face his inner struggles. Time to understand that the walls meant to protect him are now blocking the very love his soul desires. Your role is not to push or chase. You do not need to prove yourself. You are asked only to remain true to who you are, trusting that the same divine power that brought you together will finish what it has started. Waiting can feel heavy. Uncertainty can steal your peace. You want clarity. You want to know when he will finally step forward without fear. While I cannot give you a date, I can tell you this with certainty. movement is happening. The heavens are working on your behalf. Angels are helping soften his heart, heal old wounds, and open his eyes to what is right in front of him. There is one more layer to this complication the angels want you to understand. Along with past pain, he is also dealing with present circumstances. He feels unprepared. He looks at his life, his stability, his progress, and compares where he is to where he believes he should be. A voice inside him tells him to wait. He wants to be more secure, more grounded, more established before offering you something real. In his mind, he is trying to protect you from disappointment. He does not want to approach you while he feels unfinished or unsure of himself. He wants to arrive at your doorstep, in a symbolic sense, with something meaningful to give. This is not only about material stability or outward success. This is about him wanting to feel worthy of your love. He wants to believe that he can stand beside you as an equal, not as someone who feels unfinished or behind in life. But here is what the angels want you to understand, and what they hope he will soon understand as well. We are all in process. Every single one of us is still becoming. None of us reaches love with every detail of life perfectly arranged. That is not how the human journey works. Love is not a prize we earn after we solve everything. Love is a path we walk with another soul while we are still learning, still healing, still growing into who we are meant to be. The belief he has been holding on to, the belief that says he is not ready yet, has been stealing precious time from both of you. And as you listen to these words, the angels are also working on him, quietly and gently planting seeds of truth within his spirit. Those seeds will grow. They will break through the surface of his doubt. He will begin to realize that waiting for everything to be perfect means waiting forever, because perfection in this world is an illusion. What truly matters is the willingness to grow together, to support one another, to build something meaningful from a place of sincerity, commitment, and love, not from a place of feeling complete. If this message is landing in your heart, type the words, "His heart is opening," in the comments below. Let those words be a declaration over your situation, a statement that aligns your voice with what heaven is already setting into motion behind the scenes. There is also something important the angels want you to reflect on about your own path through all of this. While this man is facing his fears and complications, you have your own inner work to tend to as well. The angels have shown that there are moments when you quietly question whether you are truly worthy of the love you desire. There are subtle voices that try to convince you that someone like you may never experience the deep, lasting, fulfilling love your heart longs for. I am here to silence those voices right now. You are worthy. You have always been worthy. Your worth has never been defined by your past mistakes, by moments when you fell short, or by the ways others failed to love you properly. Your worth is not something that can be taken away or reduced. It is part of who you are. It exists because you were created by a source of infinite love, and that love lives within you. When this man finally steps into his readiness, when he allows himself to move forward without fear, he will not be doing you a favor. He will be receiving a gift. He will be grateful that you believed, that you waited, that you held space for a love story that was always meant to unfold. Now let us talk about timing, because I know this is what your heart has been waiting to hear. When will things begin to shift? When will the complication start to resolve? The angels are showing that a change is already forming around your connection. There is movement in the spiritual atmosphere. Something is about to happen in his life that will act as a moment of clarity for him. It may come through a conversation with someone he trusts, someone who speaks truth into his situation. It may come during a quiet moment alone, when he can no longer avoid facing the fears he has been carrying. It could even come through a powerful dream, an experience that speaks to him in a way his waking mind cannot ignore. However this moment arrives, it is close. And when it does, you will feel the difference. His hesitation will begin to soften. The distance he has kept will slowly close. He will look for reasons to be near you. He will find excuses to reach out. He will begin to show you, through actions, what he has been feeling all along. Your patience during this time is not passive, it is active faith. You are trusting a process you cannot fully see. You are believing that the same divine presence that began this work in your life will bring it to completion. As Philippians reminds us, the one who began a good work will be faithful to finish it. This truth applies not only to your spiritual growth, but also to the relationships and blessings that are woven into your destiny. I want to gently address any doubt that may be rising within you right now. Perhaps a part of you wonders if this can really be true. Maybe you have been disappointed before by hope that never turned into reality. That hesitation is understandable, but ask yourself this: what does it cost you to believe? What do you truly lose by opening your heart to the possibility that this message is exactly what it claims to be? A message meant to prepare you for the love that is on its way. Faith does not ask you to ignore reality. Faith asks you to trust in goodness even when you cannot see the full picture. Faith says that even without all the answers, you will choose hope instead of fear. That kind of faith is powerful. It opens doors that have been closed. It softens barriers that once felt impossible to move. The angels want you to hold another scripture close to your heart. In Jeremiah, we are reminded that the divine has thoughts of peace toward you, not harm, thoughts meant to give you a future and an expected end. That phrase carries deep meaning. It tells you that the destination has already been prepared. The ending of your story is already known in heaven, and that ending is filled with peace, love, and fulfillment. You are not walking toward uncertainty. You are walking toward something designed with care and intention. The man who loves you is part of that ending. The complication you are facing right now is not a mistake or a detour. It is part of the path that leads you where you are meant to be. Every delay has purpose. Every season of waiting is shaping both of you for what is coming. If you are still here, still listening, that is not accidental. Many people would have left by now because they are not ready to receive this kind of truth. But you stayed. You listened. You allowed these words to reach your spirit. That tells me something about you. It tells me that you take your spiritual path seriously. Type the words, "I trust the timing," in the comments below. Let that sentence become a declaration over your love life. By saying it, you are aligning yourself with patience and trust. You are choosing to believe that even without full understanding, the divine is working in your favor. And finally, hear this clearly. The love this man feels for you is not ordinary. It is not something he has felt before. Others may have passed through his life. There may have been connections he once thought were meaningful, but you are different. You hold a place in his heart that no one else has ever occupied, and that truth is slowly, inevitably, coming to the surface. He may not yet have the right words to explain what he feels. He may not fully understand why your presence affects him so deeply. But on a soul level, he knows. There is a recognition within him that feels like familiarity, like comfort, like home. You represent a sense of safety, a quiet answer to a question he did not even realize he had been asking. That deep recognition is what gives this connection its strength. It is also what makes the complication feel so frustrating to him, because he knows how rare and meaningful this bond is. Yet he feels restrained by inner forces he does not know how to overcome yet. I want to reassure you of this truth. Those forces are temporary. The walls he has built are not permanent. They will come down. And when they do, the love that flows through him will be powerful, honest, and overwhelming in the most beautiful way. One day he will look back on this season of hesitation and wonder why he waited so long. He will regret the time that slipped by, and he will do everything he can to show you that your patience was not in vain. Your role right now is to protect your peace. Do not allow anxiety to take what faith has promised. Do not let impatience push you into actions that could make the situation more complicated. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is remain still and trust that God is working even when you cannot yet see the evidence. The unseen world is just as real as the visible one. The spiritual realm is just as active as the physical. And right now, in that unseen space, things are moving into place to prepare your love story. If this message has been a blessing to you so far, I encourage you to share it with someone else who may need to hear it. There is likely someone in your life, a friend, a family member, or even an acquaintance, who is facing a similar situation. They may be wondering if the love they feel is returned. They may be struggling with complications that make them doubt whether their happy ending is possible. By sharing this message, you become a source of hope for them. You become part of the angelic work flowing through this space. Scripture reminds us that angels are ministering spirits sent to support those who are meant to inherit great blessings. You are among those people. And sometimes receiving blessings also means becoming a blessing to others. When you share this message, you are participating in the divine purpose unfolding through it. Now let me return once more to the complication, because there is another important layer the angels want you to understand. This man is not confused about his feelings for you. His confusion is about what to do with those feelings. He has gone back and forth in his mind many times, imagining how he might express his love, only to pull back at the last moment. Something inside him stops him. This is not disinterest. This is not indifference. This is a man who cares so deeply that he is afraid of making a mistake. He does not want to approach you before he feels capable of following through with the level of commitment you deserve. In a strange way, his hesitation is a sign of respect. He does not see you as temporary or casual. He sees you as someone he could build a future with, and that awareness has made him cautious, perhaps overly cautious. The angels want him to understand something important. Love always requires risk. Waiting until there is no risk at all means never truly loving. The vulnerability he fears is actually the doorway to the deepest connection he could ever experience. Until he steps through that door, he remains on the outside, watching a love he is too afraid to claim. And you are on the other side of that door. You have already shown courage by remaining open to love despite your own past wounds. You have proven that you are willing to take emotional risks for genuine connection. Now it is his turn to meet you at that same level of bravery. Thank you for staying through this entire message. Your openness has allowed these words to take root, and the results will begin to show in the days and weeks ahead.